everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're feeling great today. I'm super excited to get on with today's video because I'm going to be doing a full face of Makeup Revolution makeup. So yeah, everything I'm going to use on my face is going to be Makeup Revolution. And yeah, I'm just going to skip straight through this intro because I'm really excited. So if you want to see what products I've brought for Makeup Revolution and how they work on my face, then just keep watching. Obviously I'm barefaced because I've got all my makeup to put on, and I'm really excited because most of it is new products that I've not actually tried yet. I've already primed my skin because I haven't got a Makeup Revolution primer. Okay, now we have pineapple here, great. So for starters, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'm just going to bring you guys a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Eyebrow product that I picked up, which is just what I'm comfortable with using, was the brow pomade by Makeup Revolution. It did come with a little brush, but I don't think I'm going to use it just because it's dead firm and like, nah, not me. So the brush that I will be using is Lost. It's just the NYX 18 brush. It's just got a spoolie on the end and it's got like a super thin angled brush. So yeah, let's just jump in and do our eyebrows. I got the colour medium brown and it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent colour for me. So just get some of the product on my brush. Just brush those eyebrow hairs the way I want them. Also guys, like, what is my hair doing today? Like, it's all over the place. This eyebrow pomade, from what I'm gathering at the minute, is like very thick, which I'm not sure if I'm a fan of. It's like a bit too waxy. Like I feel like I'm having to put quite a lot on because it's drying quite quickly. I'm not going to leave my tail like that. I go in after with like a baby wipe and just make it look all nice and crisp. I mean, it's not the worst pomade I've ever used. Okay, so I just went off camera and quickly finished my eyebrows. I feel like that pomade is a good pomade. I like my eyebrows. However, it was a bit hard to work with at the start. I feel like you really had to get... How rude. I feel like you really had to get like the top layer off, and then the product underneath was dead soft and like easy to work with, a bit like my NYX pomade. But once I got the top layer off, it was really good. It didn't feel as waxy on this one. And I feel like because I did this eyebrow second, it definitely was easier to shape the way that I wanted it to. So if you are thinking about buying the Makeup Revolution brow pomade, just bear that in mind. The top layer is really quite waxy. So I would just like play around the top layer for a bit and then literally do your eyebrows after, because I'm really not happy with this one at all. But this one did go really well. And if it works like this when I do my eyebrows again, I'll test it again, then I think it is a good pomade. But I won't know until I try it again, unfortunately. And I did just go off camera also and primed my eyelids. Well, I say primed, I used concealer like I always do. For eyeshadow, but I'm not going to do eyeshadow right now. We're going to do foundation. So I'm just going to quickly pop you guys back. Now I'm going to do foundation. And the foundation that I'm going to use, it is the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation. And I got the shade F2, but I feel like that was a massive error because I'm super pale. So I probably should have got F1, but if I remember when I ordered these, because I got all of this offline, when I ordered them, I think F1 was out of stock. I was a bit impatient. The way I apply stick foundations is I just get a buffing brush, and this one is the Zoeva 104 buffer. As you can see, it's just got a nice flat top, nice and dense, and basically I don't apply it to my face. I basically rub it off on the brush and then I work it into my skin. So that's what I'm going to do. I've tried to not watch reviews on it. I have seen, like when it first came out, I did watch on the actual Makeup Revolution channel like people using it, but I'm still just going to give my honest opinion. I'm not going to let anybody else's opinion like sway mine. So hopefully actually, you know, this colour's not bad. I quite like the coverage of it. It feels a little bit like tacky at the moment, but I'm sure it will dry down a bit. Nicer feeling. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, cause basically my skin, it's my own fault. I basically like got into a rut of like not bothering with my skincare routine, and that is obviously why my skin is a bit like here, there and everywhere. It's basically a mess. But I've started to like look after it again, do my routine again, and already I can see like my skin is looking better. But obviously I've got scarring from where I had spots and pimples and things. So yeah, just basically make sure you always do your skincare routine even when you can't be bothered, because your skin will pay for it. I feel like the colour's not that bad. I feel like F1 would have been perfect, but I'm impatient AF, so I'm getting quite good coverage with it, and it's blending out quite nicely. I'm not having to use too much product. I do just keep going over the top basically just to make sure I've got enough enough product on there. Sorry if I keep looking down here, by the way, it's where my mirror is. Ugh, I hate going in between my eyebrows. I never used to do my eyebrows first for this exact reason. I'm like so clumsy and I would like ruin them, but now basically I did it one time, really liked how my eyebrows turned out, and now I can't stop. I feel like everybody raved about this foundation at one point. I'm just gonna have to like blend that into my neck as well because it is a little bit too dark. Now that we have the base like bit down, I'm just gonna go over the top with a damp sponge. This one is a Primark one, and if I'm completely honest, I'm not in love with it because it's super hard. Like, I dampened this for ages. I literally sat with it under the tap for so long and it didn't get soft, whereas this one that came in the same packet, super soft, like really soft. So I don't know what's up with this, but I'm thinking it's going to be really hard on my skin. But basically with stick foundations, I apply like the initial layer and like push it into my skin, and then I literally just go over the top with a damp sponge and just push it into my skin again. Oh, this sponge is so hard. It makes me tempted to get one of my other sponges, but they're like dirty and I don't want to get other product, like other foundation basically, mixing in with this one, like even if it is only a little bit. Okay, so the finish of this to me looks, well, it's definitely not matte. It's like satin. I wouldn't say it's dewy. I quite like that foundation. I actually don't think it's that bad. I barely used any of it. I think I swiped my brush on top of it 3 times, I think. And you get 6.2 grams of product in this, and it's vegan and cruelty free. Wow, that is wicked. I quite like it. It is, actually it's not sticky really, and it doesn't feel like it's on top of my skin. I can feel it, but it's not like thick and like just there kind of thing. I can't stand that. I feel like it blended out quite easily. The only thing is, I think it was that sponge, because the brush was blending it out like a dream, but this sponge is crap, basically. It is crap. Don't get this sponge. It's so hard, and I literally, like, I can't explain it. It didn't feel like it did anything. So yeah, don't recommend this sponge. But the foundation, as of yet, I actually quite like. So next, I'm going to conceal under my eyes, my chin, my nose, usual areas basically. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour, and I'm in the shade C1. This is what it looks like. So this, so I've heard, is supposed to be like the next best thing. Tarte Shape Tape. So it has a really big fat doe foot applicator. I'm just gonna apply this. This top keeps riding up and it is irritating me. So I'm just gonna apply this to all the areas that I usually would. This is some heavy duty concealer. I can already tell how thick this is. Like, I just hope it blends out okay. Okie dokie, so now that I have the tribal paint all over my face, I'm just going to take this little Primark sponge to just blend all of that out. Okay, so let's just blend this out. Wow, that blends out. Are you guys seeing this? That blends out a dream. Like, I've just like patted over it. I really like this little sponge as well. Like, and I went a bit ham with that concealer as well, because I quite like a full coverage under eye area especially. But damn, the coverage. I can't believe how easily this is blending out. This sponge has got a bit of a weird smell. It's probably because it's like brand new though. Okay, so I really like this concealer. I literally though, I went into Superdrug to try and get it on so many occasions, like when it was like very first raved about, and basically I couldn't get it. I must have gone into that shop maybe 7 times, probably between like 7 and 10 times. It was actually irritating me how like I couldn't get it. And then basically I spoke to one of the ladies in the store, and she was like, no, you've got no chance of basically getting it in store. Basically they come in and they go out. People are going that insane over them. I was like, oh, okay. She was like, but if you go online, you'd probably get them a lot easier. And that's why I made an order online and got a hell of a lot of stuff. Because I have a Superdrug card. So if I spend like £15, I get free delivery. Okay, so that's all blended out. I really like that, although I do feel like I need to set my face, because I can feel like this foundation I don't think is made for people with oily skin, because I can kind of feel my oils coming through already. What is his hair doing, by the way? I feel like I really need to set my face. Basically, I already have the Makeup Revolution Lace Luxury Baking Powder. And I use this to set all of my face, and I use it quite a lot, as you can see. But this powder lasts ages because I feel like I don't really need a lot. But I decided that I might try, although I'm not sure because it might leave like white, so that's what I'm scared of. But the Bake and Finish Luxury Baking Powder. Yeah, so I think I'm going to give it a go for you guys. A bit scared though. Okay, so now that I've got the cap off and that, I'm just going to set my under eyes and bake. Tap some out into the lid. And here goes nothing, guys. Okay, so I poured way too much out. So basically I just did a bit here, there and everywhere. Normally I would only do it under my eyes, but I had like way too much left out. And I tried to pour it back in and it, wow, it just made a mess. So now that we have that down, and I'm just gonna like let it do its thing. Basically straight away I could feel it like tightening, which is good because it means that it's doing something. So hopefully that really brightens under my eye. I think whilst I have that down, I'm going to do eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette that I really wanted to try for you guys was the Reloaded palette, well, one of them. This is the Neutrals 2 palette. It's just got some pink shades and warm shades. It's just me in a palette basically. This is the shades. It is so beautiful, and you get 15 shades. And this palette, guys, is £4. I'm just gonna like let that sink in a minute. Yeah, £4. They have 4 different types of them. I brought 3 of them. I've only ever tried one and the pigment in it was spot on. I'm hoping this one's going to be the same, so fingers crossed. So I'm feeling like quite a warm look today. I'm going to take this shade here. And yeah, I'm just going to use that as like a transition shade, and I'm just taking it on a Morphe M139 fluffy blender brush. Just pack that on. Tap off the excess. Let's go. Oh wow, like, guys. This palette's £4. Can you please just tell me, like, look at that pigment. I know I've not blended it out, but are you joking? Like, I don't understand how they do it. Because then you get like high-end brands, basically like your Urban Decay, your Anastasia Beverly Hills, and they charge like extortionate prices. And well, look. Why? How? What? I'm shocked. literally shook. Just blend, 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 blend. The faces that I pull when I do eyeshadow is like a joke. Okay, I'm really happy with that colour. Like, super happy. Let's just do the same on the other eye. That colour though, in the pan, I am going to say it does look like quite a brown shade, and it's gone on quite orange, a bit like a burnt orange. So I don't feel like it has like a true representation of the colour. But I like the colour, but I'll just have to bear that in mind when I use it again. Have you guys like ever tried any Makeup Revolution products? I bet you have, because they are like blowing up at the moment. Tell me what like your favourite Makeup Revolution product is. I probably would say for me it's their eyeshadow palettes, or maybe their highlighters, because they do banging highlighters. But also like their eyeshadows though. What can you do? I mean, this eyeshadow palette is £4, and like I'm a bit shooketh at the pigmentation. Oh, I'm really happy with that colour. The only thing is, in the pan it definitely looks like a warm brown transition shade, whereas now that it's on, it's definitely quite orange. It looks more like a burnt orange. So I will say like the colour in that pan doesn't really represent what the true colour is, basically. I've never really had that before, so. But the next shade I'm going to take is, I think I might try, this might be a bit of a bad idea, but I'm going to take this like burnt orange shade. I'm just going to take it on the same brush. And yeah, I'm not going to put too much on because I'm a bit worried what the colour's going to be like. Although to be fair, it might be the same colour, who knows. I'm going to put a bit more on my brush because I don't feel like that did anything. Oh, there we go. Getting the pigmentation now. I must have just been too scared. If I'm completely honest though, it basically looks like the same shade, but it is a little bit more orange. Yeah, it definitely is a different colour. It's basically just a darker version of that colour, but it is weird because obviously in the pan that colour looks brown. The pigmentation in this palette though is gorgeous. This eye always goes nicer than this eye, and I literally don't know why. I feel like with this eye it just makes me work so much harder, and I can't understand why. Like, it always just goes wrong. It just F's up. So I was going to do like a halo eye, but I'm not going to anymore. I'm just going to do like a simple, easy eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that, but I do feel like both of those shades are so similar, which kind of irritates me because if you look at the shades, so this orange is the one that I just used, and this was the transition colour. They are two completely different shades. Like, I don't understand, but oh well. And I'm just going to take this NYX 13 brush. We'll just go dead bright. I'm going to take this pink shade here, and that's going to be the final colour that I use, but just going to focus that on like the outer corner. Well, I'm going to try. Oh damn, she got pigment. Oh wow, that's super pretty. Oh wow, that is really pretty. This would look lovely on like blue eyes. Just gonna quickly run that through the crease just a little bit. I'm not going to put any more product on this brush, but I'm just going to blend those shades all in together. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the same on the other eye. I will say with this shade, I'm getting like quite a lot of fallout, especially like in the pan, but it's a very, very like pigmented shade. Just run that through the crease a little bit. Sorry if I'm not talking too much when I'm doing eyeshadow, guys, because it's still a work in progress, okay? Okay, so when I'm like filming this video, this eyeshadow is like super bright, like summer kind of look. I'm looking outside and it's foggy, it's raining. Oh well. What better way to make yourself feel a bit happier? Okay, and now for a shimmer. I think I'm going to use this pretty like pink shimmer on the lid. I just need to clean this brush off a bit though. I got this from Primark. It's basically like an eyeshadow brush cleaner and it's really quite good. Like it doesn't completely clean the brush, but you know, like when you're in a hurry, all your makeup brushes are like used from like the day before. It's quite good. When I apply shimmers, I always wet my brush because it's just the way that I prefer to do it. So now that my brush is wet, I'm just going to take that shimmer shade and I'm just going to pat that on my lid. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's super pretty, you guys. I really like that. So yeah, I'm just going to do the same now on the other eye. Might just quickly wet my brush once more. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is a Zoeva Luxe Smoky Shader brush. But it's just like a flat top brush that I feel applies shimmers really nicely to the lid. Like, I always just F this eye up. I don't know how I do it. Like, literally every single time. It's just super annoying. Like, I've gone too far over with the glitter on this eye. I feel like I just do stuff like this to myself all the time. So now I'm just going to get rid of the harsh lines at the end. And there you go, guys, that is the eyeshadow. When I have done like my base and all of that, I will go underneath my eyes with some of the same shades. But yeah, for now, that is the eyeshadow. I really, really like it. I mean, somehow this one has turned into a wing. Like, when did that happen? When did I do a wing? And this one's nice and round. So yeah, I might have to quickly sort that out. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. I know I've got some eyeshadow underneath my eyes, but it'll be fine because I'm going to use eyeshadows under my eyes anyway. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It was super, super pigmented, and especially for £4, they got that like spot on. I'm just gonna wipe all this bake off my face, and I might just quickly do my under eyes just so that it all kind of ties in together. Okay, so just quickly before I do my under eyes, I am just going to set my face because it needs it. So I just took a bit of the Makeup Revolution Lace Baking Powder and I just poured it into a lid. And yeah, I'm just going to set this all over my face with a nice big fluffy brush. I have used this powder before and I know I like it, and it definitely holds my oils in like really nicely. I swear I pulled like the sexiest faces when I use like powder. So yeah, so I get like a really oily T-zone, which is why you will see me apply like more powder around my T-zone than anywhere else. And my forehead gets super, super oily. Okay, so in the mirror, I don't know whether it's coming off on camera, but in the mirror, basically all here is like white where that powder has gone, but like it literally won't come off. And I kind of don't know what to do about it because I cannot get it off. And there is like a white cast like wherever I placed it. Like, it's just kind of stayed there. I don't know. I don't know whether it's because I applied it with like my beauty blender and maybe it needs to be applied with a brush. I don't know, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I'm just going to roll with it and hopefully we can save it. Okay, so I just went off camera and did my under eyes just using that pink shade that we used on the lid. I really like it. I do like the palette. I really need to turn that off. I always forget and it irritates me. So I really do like the palette. The only thing is, it is so bright. Like, some of them colours, I know I used quite bright colours, but the only reason I used the bright colours was because the transition that I put down was supposed to be like a brown colour, and it wasn't. It literally went orange. So I like the palette. I just wish the colours were like a true representation of what they actually look like. But for £4, I'm not going to moan. I still really like it. But yeah, that's just something to bear in mind. But the pigmentation, absolutely brilliant. And for £4, it is a really, really good palette. So next up, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Iconic Lights and Contour Pro palette. it just looks like this. And I believe I've used this before in a video. It's the only Makeup Revolution contour palette that I have. I'm going to give this a go, and I think I'm just going to bronze today. So I'm just going to take this big fluffy fan brush. The only problem I'm going to have is like actually getting it in the pan. So I might just put it in the middle of it. I actually can't remember if I liked this or not. Right, so I'm just going to tap off the excess and then just get my little mirror. I quite like that, to be fair. I always feel like when I do this side of my face, I like break my arm. Oh damn, I put a bit too much on that side. Okay, so let's just distribute this product because I put way too much on. I mean, realistically, I could use that baking powder to bake underneath this and it would look like I've contoured, but I didn't just because of the white cast that I'm getting. I'm just going to get a clean fan brush. So this is an even bigger fan brush. This is just from Primark, I think. I'm not going to put any product on it. I'm just going to try and buff away some of that colour because it's a bit too dark. I really like fan brushes for applying like bronzer and stuff at the minute, just because it's so easy. They're like the perfect shape, and because they're super fluffy, like they just blend out so easily. I like that palette, however, as I'm blending it out, I do feel like in this area it's starting to look quite muddy, so I'm just going to stop there. I am going to quickly apply it to my forehead, but like I'm literally not going to use a lot at all. Just bronze up that forehead. I know that they have brought out like a cream contour palette that is supposed to be really good, but I'm so bad at cream contouring. I can't even contour, like, who am I kidding? Like, I just about get away with it. So I'm literally taking the smallest amount on this brush. I think that that looks okay. I mean, the lighting in my room doesn't help, but I quite like that, to be fair. I really like it on my forehead. I'm not happy that it kind of went a bit muddy in the middle, but it doesn't look that bad. Probably when I put blusher on and that, it will probably save it, we hope. I'm going to quickly put some blusher on, and I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Pro HD Amplified palette, which is called Brighter Than My Future. It has 8 shades in it. I think this palette was £15, and this is what it looks like. I've never actually used this palette apart from this blusher shade here, which is actually what I'm going to use right now. So I'm just going to quickly swirl my brush around in those colours. This is just a Jack Wills brush. And just apply that to my cheeks. What I like about this is that, well, this shade in particular, it's not too pigmented, which I really like for a blusher, because I hate, you know, when you put a blusher on and like you literally go, and then there's just a big like circle of pink and you think, oh great, I've just ruined my makeup. But with this, I don't feel like you do. It's just like a super pretty, subtle pink. I really like it. And it's got very little shimmer in it. But it's got just enough in it to just give you that nice little flush of colour and that little pop to your cheeks. I'm actually going to use this palette for highlight as well. And I'm going to use this shade here called Soleil. And I'm just going to take it on this Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm hoping this does me proud, because Makeup Revolution highlighters are normally bomb, like they are so good. So here we go. Now that I see it in the light, that's really pretty. I really like that. I still think by far the best highlighter palette that I've got from Makeup Revolution is the Sofa X palette. That palette is just amazing. I love it, and I feel like I can use quite a lot of the shades even though I'm quite pale. I really like that palette. It doesn't look like powder either, like it looks like it's setting into my skin quite nicely. Let's take a little bit of that on my nose, on my chin. That's super pretty. I really like that. Just going to take this Real Techniques a detailer brush. It's just like got a super fine point, and I'm gonna take some of this and just go under my eyebrow. I just straight up love that highlighter. I'm not gonna lie, when I first put it on, I was like, that where even is it? And then once you've built it up, it actually looks really nice, and especially on my nose, it looks like wet. I really like it. And this palette, as I said, was £15, I'm pretty sure. And obviously you've got your blusher shades. I could use these, like these other shades, like the darker ones, as like a shimmery bronzer. The only reason I'm not is because I'm not completely happy with my contour. I just feel like I put too much on because it is super pigmented. But yeah, what can you do? I've already done it now. But yeah, I'm gonna try these as like a shimmery bronzer, like on top. But I really like that palette. I think this palette would be great for like traveling and holidays and stuff as well, just because this palette has everything you need. So you've got your blushers, your highlighters, your shimmery bronzers. Obviously, if you had deeper skin tones, these would look lovely as a highlight, but I don't, so I could use them for like shimmery bronzers and stuff like that. And then they don't have like chunks of glitter in, which is what I really like, because I have had highlighter palettes before, not by Makeup Revolution, but by other brands, and literally it just looks like chunks of glitter, and yeah, that's not a good look. But I am super happy with that highlighter palette. So next, I'm just going to quickly put some eyebrow gel through my eyebrow. I'm back and I've done my eyebrows. They're completely done now, and I also did my mascara because I haven't got a Makeup Revolution mascara to try. What I would do next is do my lips, and I got one of the Retro Luxe lip kits, the matte lip kits. I got the box Peach Charming. So this is what the lipstick looks like. It's got like the bronzy lid, and yeah, obviously you can see the colour in the tube. And then this is the lip liner, which is darker than the lipstick as far as I can see. So yeah, I'm just going to apply this to my lips. Okay guys, I'm looking a little mad because basically what I was going to say was that lip liner was super creamy. Basically I got to here and it snapped off. It's that creamy. So I'm not a fan of that. Obviously it's creamy, it's nice, yeah, but if it's that creamy that it's going to snap off, it's not worth it. So my lips are going to look super weird now. I've really tried to salvage it, but I can't. I'm tempted to use a different lip liner. I just line my lips with a NYX Suede, yeah, a NYX Suede lip pencil. It's in the shade Canes or Cans or whatever. It's just a pinky one, just because I feel like if I have like a pink base, it will go with my eyeshadow a lot more. So now for the lipstick. I'm just going to apply this to my lips. So that is the lips. Obviously, because I have like the bright pink lip pencil underneath, it has changed the colour quite a lot, because obviously it is like a really pale peach colour. But I feel like it goes with the eyes a lot nicer. I am not happy about the lip pencil because I really wanted to just try the actual lip product and see how pigmented it was, but obviously I couldn't really see because I had to put like the darker lip shade underneath. It was kind of the only lip pencil I had that would kind of go. But yeah, the formulation of it is really nice. It's still drying, but yeah, I really like it, and it's a super pretty colour as well. So the only thing left for us to do now is to set my face, and I'm just going to use the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix setting spray. Now basically I've used this before and it smells like some kind of like paint topper, like it literally does, but I basically just use it to dampen my brush for eyeshadows, like shimmery eyeshadows. But just for the sake of this video I'm going to use it, so I'm just going to shake it up and spritz it all over and just dry that. I really hate the smell of it, like it's literally such a horrible smell. So this is the finished look guys. I really hope that you like it. Just take my hair down actually. Yeah, I don't even don't even ask, it needs straightening and yeah. But this is the finished look, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found some bits that you might like to try. If you've tried any of them, please let me know how you got on with them. I would say my favourite things was probably the highlight and the blush. I really like the eyeshadow palette. The only problem is the fact that the colours aren't like a true representation of what they actually look like. I really do like the lipstick. It feels like there's basically nothing there. My lips are really dry at the minute because I haven't like put any lip balm on or anything, so they do have like a few dry patches on them and it's not like clung to them. So I really like the lipstick as well. The foundation stick, yeah, I feel like it's quite good. It definitely gave me quite good coverage. I didn't test if it was buildable just purely because I didn't want to go for like a full coverage look. I really like the highlight, like a lot. I really do like that highlight. But I would definitely say my least favourite thing was, one, that lip pencil, because that was just a complete and utter flop. The contour palette, just purely because I have better contour palettes than that. I hate this spray for my face. Love it for eyeshadow, like shimmery eyeshadows. Hate it on my face. The eyebrow pomade is a bit hit and miss. I like it and I also don't like it. I've just got better eyebrow pomades, that's all it is. My favourite like eyebrow pomade by far is the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, and then the next one is the NYX eyebrow pomade because that one is really good as well, like a cheap alternative. Yeah, so I really like the look. I feel like it all came together in the end anyway. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and drop a comment. Let me know what your favourite part of the video was, what your favourite product on my face is. If you have any of the products, I would love to know how you got on with them. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'll try and leave links to all the products in the description bar below so that you guys can pick them up if you want to, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye!